I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I get up when I'm bleeding, ready, breathing. I'll never back down.
This is the collision of common sense and comedy. This is Defenders Live.
Yay, it's Monday.
Monday.
Oh, and
What a Monday it is.
we are about to ruin some people's lives.
It's time to ruinate some childhood, son.
I'm so not happy about this.
I know.
This makes me so mad.
And so, well, here's the thing. Look. Dylan decided that he was going to send an article to me.
Yes.
And to Chris as well. Just to, I guess, to get a rise out of us.
Yeah, I know.
First off, he sent something from the New York Times, which nobody can actually read because none of us are actually paying for that service.
You're not paying for the new... What?
Yeah.
What?
I don't pay for the New York Times.
That's incredible.
Yeah. Do you pay for it?
No.
I didn't think so. So none of us pay for the New York Times. He sends us a New York Times article, already frustrating.
And apparently other people have found it too. And they're like, hey, have you seen this? And we're like, oh,
Yes.
be ready.
Anyway, I found it from another site, so we're good. I've got that article. Anywho.
Just so we're clear, this first hour, we're going to ruin some people's
Well, the first
childhoods.
half hour anyway.
Well, yeah, this first half is...
Yeah. So, because of that, I was perusing the news stories,
Yeah.
and I found another one
Yeah,
to destroy all childhood.
Yeah. So you're welcome. Happy Monday
Happy Monday.
in advance.
This is what we're here for.
This is how this works.
This is how we make money, you know?
We make money.
I wish.
What?
I wish.
Okay. All
Okay.
right. So,
You all right? Yeah? You good? All right. You're going to start with... Yeah, you start here because you're the one that brought this.
I know I
So
did. I'm trying to... Trying to...
Center yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So apparently even Superman is not above being... Well, he's not above being woke.
Woke?
Woke.
What do you mean by woke?
Well, as exactly what I mean. It's woke.
But we're not talking about like Clark Kent, are we? We're not...
Well...
I mean, Superman is Superman, but there are so many iterations of Superman. What are you talking about?
I know. There's so many different universes and all of this other crap. And
Right, yeah. There's the whole thing.
DC Comics announced Monday that Clark Kent's son
Oh.
and superheroic heir, John Kent, spelled Jon.
Well, it's Jonathan.
Sure it is. Will soon, quote, take a bold new direction, end quote, by
Meanwhile.
by coming out as bisexuals
As bisexuals.
after falling in love with a male friend.
Okay, but bisexual really... Okay, look. Bisexual to me just means confused.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm.
I'm bisexual. Are you really?
Or you're very easy.
You're really easy.
You have zero control over your hormones, and you're
Yeah.
just like, you know what?
It's like, that feels really good. Let's do that.
Yeah, whatever works and whatever flies. And
Yeah,
that's
you're
how it's
either
gonna go.
incredibly questioning. By that, I mean, you have no idea what you are, and you just keep on going. Or you just really like it all.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. You don't have any
And wouldn't that be
parameters
pansexual?
I guess. I don't know anymore. I can't keep up with this.
All right,
crap.
whatever.
Anyway, quote, the same-sex relationship is just one of the ways he is proving to be different, a different Superman than his famous father. That was according to the New York Times.
I can see it now.
In a glowing write-up about the comic series, Superman, son of Kal-El.
I can see it right now.
You can?
Yes.
Okay.
I can see it. You want to know how I can see it?
How do you see it?
I see it very simply. I see. I see
Fields of green?
I see
Clouds of white?
No. I can show you the world.
Oh, God.
Because he doesn't have to have a magic carpet. He can just fly him around. Shining, shimmering, splendid.
God help me. The Times noted that since the series launched in July, its main protagonist, quote, has combated wildfires caused by climate change, thwarted a high school shooting, and protested the deportation of refugees in Metropolis.
Now, we all know that Metropolis is basically what, like California, right? LA?
LA. Yeah, basically,
Right?
as far as I understand.
So wildfires are not...
Or no.
No?
It's supposed to be New York.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it is not.
Yes, it is.
It is too bright for New York.
I agree, but it's cramped and all on an island. It's New York.
LA.
No, it's not. It's not LA.
LA. It has to be LA.
It's not.
It has to be.
I'm telling you, it's not.
I mean, I remember the original Superman. They were in New York and all the rest of it. I'm just like,
Yeah, Superman. No. Metropolis is supposed to be New York. Gotham City is supposed to be Chicago. I'm serious. That's not a joke. I mean that.
I know you do, and that's the bad part. Whenever I see Chicago,
That is for the realsy reels.
I know,
you
but
what I'm
whenever I
saying?
see Gotham, I don't think Chicago.
You don't.
No. Honestly, I think New York.
New York. I'm just saying.
I mean, it makes sense.
But
It makes sense to be Chicago or Detroit.
No, it's Chicago.
I know, but it makes sense to be like a Chicago-Detroit run.
Yeah.
Because it's all busted up and broken down and dark and
Well, no, it's
dungy.
just dark.
nasty
It's not
and-
broken down and dungy.
It is.
Just the lower parts are. Anyway, but there's one notable way in which the famous father and son are similar. Both have taken a romantic interest in a reporter.
Oh, yes.
Isn't that great?
It's so great.
Aren't you excited?
Yeah,
I'm excited.
it's really good.
Quote, after initially striking up a friendship with reporter Jay Nakamura, he and John become romantically
Hold
involved.
on. Time out.
I know, Nakamura. I know.
No. Time
What?
out. Not only is it a gay reporter,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a gay Japanese reporter.
Yes. Yes, it is.
So he's going yellow fever.
yes. He's going Japanese. Yes, I think so.
I think so. Yeah, I think he's turning Japanese. I really think so. So
Yes.
gay yellow fever. All right,
Just saying.
we got to take it all the way, I guess.
You do. It's how this rolls.
Oh, by the way, Peekapool over there. Gotham is New York, and Metropolis is Toronto.
No. I completely disagree. No.
I mean, I could definitely see the LA.
LA.
I could see Metropolis as LA.
Yeah. No, it's not.
I know, but it's too bright and sunny to be New York.
Metropolis?
Yes,
I don't think so.
it's too bright and sunny.
I don't think so. It's always
There's
sunny.
too many things going nice over there.
Not well. Anyway, we can have this debate later. Quote, following a scene where Superman mentally and physically burns out from trying to save everyone that he can, Jay is there to care for the Man of Steel.
And oh, is he a man of steel.
The manly man's man.
The young boy of steel.
The man. The manly man.
Don't forget he's at least 21.
I know, right? Minimum age requirement. Don't worry, it's all right.
We're just fine. It's not like you're a rubbin.
You destroyed DC Comics in one night.
I'm
Congratulations.
sorry. I can't help it. It's funny.
No, I agree. I'm just saying, it's funny. The development will reportedly be unveiled on the pages of the series' November 9th release. I for one, can't
Oh,
wait.
you are waiting
going
with
to be
bated
standing
breath.
in line.
Yes, you are.
Like the Stones are in town.
Uh-huh. Which means not.
Not a
because you're
damn
not going to watch for the Stones either.
Nope. Not a damn thing.
I'd actually get more entertainment out of watching a Rolling Stone.
I know, right? Quote, I've always said everyone needs a hero, and everyone deserves to see themselves in their heroes. I'm very grateful. I tried to get by faster and you wouldn't let me.
Sorry, I can't do it.
You could. It's not fair.
Sorry.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Go ahead.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, just saying. You need me to start again? I've always said everyone needs heroes. And everyone deserves to see themselves in their heroes. And I'm very grateful DC and Warner Brothers share this idea. That, according to Tom Taylor, the writer said on the release, quote, Superman's symbol has always stood for hope and truth and justice.
The American way.
Today, that symbol represents something more.
So much more.
Today, more people can see themselves in the most powerful superhero in comics.
Once again,
I can't.
stop seeing yourself inside of him.
That is pretty disgusting.
It's really awkward.
It's a weird place to be.
The ambiguously gay duo.
I couldn't help myself.
Yeah, but they're not a duo per se.
Well,
I mean, they're not.
it depends on where they're at. Obviously, he's not fighting crime, but still.
Well, he's fighting something.
AIDS.
In a conversation with the Times, he added, quote, the idea of replacing Clark Kent with another straight white savior felt like a missed opportunity.
We went with black first, and then we realized there was 5 iterations of Superman that was black.
We could, son of a bitch. Quote, the new Superman had to have new fights, new real world problems.
Yes.
That he
Okay.
could stand up to as one of the most powerful people in the world. I'm going to pause there. You know what that means? They've turned Superman, or the new Superman, into not only a woke thing.
Yeah. Took you a second.
Well, yeah, I was trying to think of another word besides thing, but whatever.
We're going to go there.
Now they're turning him into a dictator, into a whatever
Propaganda piece.
Well, but yeah,
I mean, he's always been.
he always has been.
Superman's always been propaganda.
But I'm also thinking of like from the angle of what was the?
He's a mandate.
Yeah, but there was another one where he came back, and there was that's where like injustice
The
and all
death
that.
of Superman.
When
and then
it comes
he
back where he's
returned, yeah.
evil and all that jazz.
Oh,
the
yeah.
alternate universe and all that
Yeah.
jazz. That's what this is. They're bringing it to a reality. Because God knows, you can't be happy that there is a person out there that's doing this as in a fictional world. No. It has to fit. It has to fit in all of this stuff.
Okay, first off, before we go through there. So,
Killing me, Smalls.
no. The history of Superman a little bit, okay? Just a little bit, okay? First off, he didn't used to be able to fly. He didn't have laser eyes. He didn't have cooled breath.
No, I got that. They've adapted that over
Like,
time. But
He originally
fact
was
that-
just like super strong and could jump really high
Yeah.
and run really fast.
I know.
That was his thing.
I know. Well, that's because it's the only way they could do the TV show. Anyway.
Right.
But what I'm saying is he's now a monster.
Oh, he's been a monster.
No, but but he was a good he was our monster. Anyway.
He's Gojira.
That's bad too. No,
Yeah, Nakamura, come on back.
While Superman is not the first comic book character to receive the woke LGBTQ treatment,
Yeah.
he
Look
is
at
certainly
Batwoman.
the most famous. Well, again, what does any of that have to do with being a superhero?
Nothing.
I don't.
Nothing. There's no reason for the love interest story. When it goes back to the whole argument that you have, which is if it's action, let it be action. There doesn't need to be a love interest.
There doesn't.
An action story needs to be an action story. There doesn't need to be a love interest. I agree with that for the most part. Obviously, there's the whole damsel in distress sort of action story.
Yeah, but you can still save a damsel in distress and it not be a love
interest,
story.
yeah.
You know, it could be, so and so's daughter. Whatever.
Whatever.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
the chivalrous knight sort of thing.
Yeah, it could be something like that, and it'll
Yeah.
be fine. It will get the job done. Just I don't understand. Understand.
You guys are killing him, man. He's dying inside.
I am dying.
He's dying a little bit on the
Ever
inside.
slowly
dying.
NPR reported that just 2 months ago, DC Comics announced that the character of Tim Drake, one of the numerous Robins in the multiverse,
Yep.
apparently was going to be doing it with a man.
Yes.
Which
Who cares? Who cares?
well, it kind of goes against canon.
Well,
No, it does.
it kind of does.
No, it doesn't. Kind of does. It does.
It kind of does.
It does.
It does. Yeah, you're right. It does.
It does.
It does. He's the Red Robin.
Yes,
Tim
because
Drake, the Red Robin.
he turned around and had a thing for Barbara
Right.
Gordon,
Yeah,
Oracle.
for a while.
Yes.
And then,
And
that
so what?
stopped.
Did he get? Yeah. Also, because it stopped, he suddenly now goes to the other side because what? My life has been crushed. I have to move on to something else.
I don't know about that spandex, bro. I think it messes with people. So, no.
It's just so stupid.
Okay, so the guy that does the TikToks with the about DC, like he's a big Batman guy. Like all he does.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, what?
No, I haven't.
He's Bored Panda or something like that.
Nope.
Anyway, he
Haven't
did
seen
a skit. He does skits to reenact different areas of different DC comics, mainly Batman stuff.
Okay.
Batman related stuff, 90% of the time.
Okay.
And then he talks about different superheroes every now and again. Anyway, he was doing a skit, and one of the skits was Tim bringing home his first date, and Bruce and the entire rest of Robins pulling the protective family deal.
The other Robins.
All the Robins in the house. Yes, all.
When the hell did Batman turn?
No.
into...
It's a fictitious thing in this guy's mind because he's like, this should be canon. If we're gonna do the gay Tim Drake, we need to do this canon. This has to be canon. And what it was the boyfriend comes in and meets the family.
Yeah,
while Tim is finishing getting ready.
This is so good.
And then literally he's Bruce Wayne walks in like, so you want to meet my son, huh?
This is so stupid.
The whole deal. And he goes through the whole idea, right? And then he's like, I've got one thing to say to you.
You break our boy's heart, I break you.
No. I'm Batman. Oh, and that one right there beside you? That's Robin. Oh, and the one that you can't see with the sword? That's also Robin. Oh, and that one over there? That's also Robin. And this one right here, that's Nightwing. And that's Red Hood.
That's Red Hood.
If you touch him if he has anything but a smile on his face when he comes back and not
This is so
with the Joker serum, I will personally take you out.
This is so
It's
dumb.
great.
I mean, that's
think
funny,
it's
but like
hilarious.
this whole thing is retarded.
Oh yeah, it's stupid.
This is so
It's-
retarded because you can't. Again, what does a character's love life in anything have to do with the story?
Got to get some of that poison ivy.
Like no, like I mean I'm there too. Like no, don't do it.
Oh,
Because everybody wants to complain. Well, they're hypersexualizing it. You're right.
Yes.
You were absolutely
they
right.
always hypersexualize
I can't
the heroes.
stand it either.
It's terrible.
Stop it.
Why don't women wear regular armor?
Did I show you that video?
I don't know. You might have. I might have seen it
From Viva La Dirt League.
I don't know. Maybe.
The guys who do the video game reenactment
yeah.
stuff.
You did. Yeah.
And they're like, the guy comes in and he does that and he wins a challenge. Because it shows like...
And it's got the female armor.
Yeah, well, it starts out, it's like, the life of an NPC.
Right.
And he, the guy's standing there and he's kind of watching it happen, this NPC. And he sits there and the guy completes the the quest, and he hands the goes, "You've now won this armor." Ching, he does that little bounce like that, and he's wearing it. And he's like, "This is great," and it looks like full bull armor everywhere.
Yeah.
And he walks away, and then all of a sudden, this lady comes up a little bit. She's a lady character.
Female knight
Has completed the quest. Congratulations, warrior! You now receive the armor. Ching, and it's this little bitty bra thing. It's all bedazzled and stuff, but it's just a bra, and that's it.
It's basically just a top coat.
And even he's like, "No, go ahead, go put it on." She looks at it. How the hell is this supposed to protect me?
It's got a +5.
It's what he said. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't cover anything. Nothing.
It's like, you need armor, guy.
But it's funny.
Yeah.
And that's all that matters.
It's about like this, okay? This is kind of.
Do we have time to do this?
No, I want to get. We'll push that aside before we get to there. So one of the other ones is really funny to me that I saw the other day. Okay, since we're gonna delay this and actually cut it into the next segment here.
Okay.
So another one that he did was Aquaman meets Poison Ivy for a one-on-one combo.
Okay.
With the information of the idea is,
Okay.
so you talk to plants, right? Yeah, I talk to plants. I talk to fish. Oh yeah, you talk to fish, right? And so do they always respond with what you want them to do? Well, nobody ever asked that. I mean, sometimes they just don't answer or they don't like to respond. Sometimes you just got to force them.
Oh my God.
That whole conversation about, reluctant use of your communique.
It got dark quick, didn't
It gets really dark really quick.
God.
It's like, we're not bad people, are we? Well, I am a bad person, but
I am a bad person, actually.
No, you're not a bad person for sometimes you just got to do. Everybody's just happy that it gets done in the end. It's very reminiscent of was it what's the new Amazon one about the superheroes?
Was it Bad Guys? No. Bad Boys.
The Boys.
The Boys.
It was The Boys. It's very reminiscent of the fish guy there.
I don't know. I haven't watched that yet.
It's hilarious.
I haven't watched that one yet.
Oh, it's so good.
I haven't watched it yet.
So what are these guys talking about? Because
everybody
they are all over the place.
is all over this thing. So
I'm super. Thanks for asking.
love that movie. Dun 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 dun.
Because everything is just super when you're gay. I'm feeling so incredibly super.
I love it. Nights You Say Knee. If Superman's son can be bi, then doesn't that by definition mean that there are only two genders?
Well,
now you watch your
you watch your dirty whore mouth. That's not good.
Oh my God!
You can't do that to us.
B from the SAV at DOA Show Strategy. Start the show saying we're going to destroy lives. This is the real Brad Stagg strategy of quality radio. And throws up, buckle up, boys. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
Dang it, Chris over there, hashtag Future News. Jimmy Lee, super gay son's boyfriend, is hospitalized in a love accident.
In a love accident.
Wrecked him.
Damn near killed him.
And by the way, it's Jimmy Nakamura.
That's what I said.
He said Lee.
Yeah, well. Adam W. Johnson, he's jumping the wrong thing in a single bound.
Yep.
Brokeback Metropolis. Oblivion flickering bisexual just means embarrassed to be gay. That's another good way to put it, actually.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
I'd
go with that.
That's another good way to put it. Let's see. Adam W. Johnson. While we went to Christopher Reeves for a comment, but he was too busy spitting in his grave to answer.
Oh, no, he was just all obsessed with the pretty horses.
You're freaking Superman. What do you need to do? What do you need to be riding a horse for? I never understood that.
I mean,
Never.
It's a pastime. People do it.
Let's see.
Asking for a friend Jack Cole. Metropolis is Long Island. Gotham is Brooklyn. You can see them both next to each other in the crossovers.
Non-compliant kitty. Missing important question. Is gay Superman a top or a bottom? That's a good question.
Yeah, that's not a... I don't know.
just say it. It makes sense to me.
Shining, shimmering, splendid.
Da 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 da.
Also, get the joke with his last name,
Who?
Nakamura.
Yeah, I got it.
Just making sure.
Knock him around. I got it.
Yeah, we're just all on the same page here. I just got to make sure.
Yeah, no, we're there.
Oh yeah.
Saw the bright lights.
Are they live? I'm going to actually listen to them in real time.
There you go. That's what everybody should be doing.
They're on YouTube, so
James shouldn't be coming out of the telephone booth, just saying. Wipe down that receiver. Ew.
ew.
Worse things to worry about than...
Everybody's got AIDS.
Something Positive had a hysterical arc about Superman. It's the Superman-like character discovers that while making love to his partner, the partner can't lie. It becomes a moral dilemma whether or not to rape the bad guys. Oh, that's fantastic.
That's great. It's true.
This is Defenders Live.
There we go.
Jeez.
So, that's number one. It gets better.
Oh, if that didn't get your goat, this might. Woke culture has invaded nearly every corner of American society and the toy department.
Yay!
Because that's no exception.
As it did in comics. We just
talked
saw
about
what happened.
Yeah, it's not.
It's ruined.
Think about the action figure for that one.
Not for nothing. DC was already in the toilet to begin with.
Oh, yeah.
Justice League and everything else.
Oh, that was so trash.
My humble opinion, this has just sealed it.
Well, they've been rebooting every story, and all their reboots are always like a younger, different version.
Yeah, I know, but it's...
Like Hawkeye is now a female.
I don't have a...
That's not a terrible thing, but
like, I don't have a problem to a point of
changing the character completely.
Changing it up and moving into a new thing. Hey, and showing like a progression, because you can't have these guys live forever.
Well, you have up until this point.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. You can't forever, but you change it for the right reasons.
Forever.
You don't just do it because, well, it's time now to have a female. They did it with Doctor Who.
Now it's time for a reboot.
And the reboots suck. They always suck.
Yeah, not so great.
Anyway.
Yeah. So Lego.
Lego my ego.
No, not that one.
Oh.
Legos.
Like the wonderful building block.
The things that you step on that are like ninja stars. Yes.
Yeah, but the greatest thing, like by far, I'm sorry, you argue, I should have that as like a thing on the street.
Mm-hmm.
Legos are the greatest toy ever invented. Hashtag prove me wrong.
I mean, that is real.
Hashtag prove me wrong.
You can literally build anything.
Anything.
Also, cat trips. I'm just saying.
Yes, that's true. It's
Lego cat trips. I'm just saying. It makes sense.
It does, actually.
Just throw a bunch of them all squares, just all perfect square blocks. So like every time,
The one block, the one,
one, because it digs, it digs in.
There's a boatload that'll hurt.
Oh,
Anyway,
yeah. So the company that created the plastic building blocks that can be fashioned into pretty much anything, and sells those modeled pieces at exorbitant rates.
yeah, it is kind of pricey.
Announced on Monday that it would work to get rid of the gender bias and harmful stereotypes surrounding all of its toy.
Sorry.
Yeah. You okay?
No.
No?
My tumor is very angry right now. You said they're trying to get rid
A gender bias
of a gender bias
and harmful stereotypes
harmful stereotypes
surrounding its toys.
Um,
This from the Guardian UK.
I
Uh-huh.
don't know if you've seen a Lego lately.
I mean, I have.
No,
There's a lot
I'm
of them.
talking about anybody.
Oh.
Period.
Oh, not me. Okay, sorry.
You know, we have a picture of
Yeah.
of,
Yeah,
of
we
a-
got.
let's throw that up real fast just
Here you
for
go. Up.
Okay.
Can you tell if this is a boy or a girl?
anybody watching on the Facebooks and the YouTubes and all of that jazz. Can you look at this and can you say definitively,
Boy, girl.
is it a boy or a girl?
There you go.
Hold on, let's do a little bit more. Yeah, scroll it. There you go.
There
Let's
you
do
go.
a little
How
bit more.
about now?
Reveal a little bit more.
How about now? Boy or girl?
I don't know. I mean, keep going.
No. Okay, hold on.
A little bit more.
Huh?
I just
Boy or girl?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't. I
You
can't tell.
Not there?
Arguably, it would be, I guess, a man.
It's
'cause
androgynous.
It's flat. It's flat chested.
Well, I mean,
But
all of
Legos
them
had never had boobs officially. They were.
Yeah, they're all just drawn on.
Yeah,
They're all just painted,
But being
so-
flat with nothing like that, it could just be a guy.
Could just be androgynous.
It could be
How
asexual
about now?
or
There you
something.
go.
No,
No?
I mean, it does have a mustache, so
No
but that could be
mustache
just
there, so
effeminate. I don't know what that
that's-
means
it means it's there.
officially, but
All right, here we go. Here you go. There you go. Up.
that's it. I can't tell. There's no hair.
They're bald.
There's no facial thing. It has 2 dots and a smile.
Yeah, it's a smiley face.
Um,
It's completely androgynous. It's literally like the smiley faces that you get for text messaging.
yeah, it is.
That's it. That's all it is.
There's no male or female there. So I would like to know, Lego, how is it like gender stereotype? Show me on the doll where it is a gender stereotype. Whereas there's a gender
Where did
bias.
it touch you?
You realize that everything on there is interchangeable. The pants, the arms, the hands, everything. You could pull it off and put new stuff on there.
You could
regardless of how it comes.
You could
and
place
shows
that
up.
head on something else.
Yeah.
You could put a helmet on top of it, and then you never know the gender. There's so many things you can do.
It's doesn't make any sense actually, at all.
They continue on saying, no longer
No longer.
can parents find Legos for boys or girls. And the company's website does not let shoppers search for toys by gender.
That's dumb.
You shouldn't have to anyway. It's Legos.
It's Lego.
It's a building.
Now I understand like having
building blocks. It's
I understand.
It's model making before you have all the cool stuff.
Yeah.
It's model making before you pay hundreds of thousands of dollars instead just a few hundred.
Yeah, without like paint
And ones that you can break that you can put back together. And then form into other stuff. It's amazing. You can make anything with Lego. Anything.
anything with Lego.
They've made perfectly round wheels now.
I know.
Because they got the little half quarter things, like little circular pieces that are rounded on the ends.
Yeah, I remember.
So they can make wheels. now.
Actual
wheels.
Yeah.
A square block can now make a wheel.
You can do anything with these things, and I understand to a point having maybe a girl version, make it more pink, kind of,
Why?
girly. I mean, but I'm saying I could understand that.
Sure, okay.
Okay.
Because they did do that in the 80s.
Yes. But in overall, like, leave it alone. It's all literally, you can't get more gender fluid, quote unquote, with Lego
Than Lego. Lego is literally the baseline.
You don't want to have it a girl anymore. You take the little girl hair off.
And then you
set it aside.
And now it's a boy.
And now it's a boy. Or whatever. It doesn't matter. Dear Jesus.
Yeah, Lego is one of the biggest toy makers in the world. Made its woke announcement about ridding itself of gender bias and stereotypes following the publication of the study that it commissioned, which found, quote, attitudes to play and future careers remain unequal and restrictive.
What?
Yeah. They create.
Wait, no, what?
They
no,
commissioned.
What?
They
Hold on,
commissioned a study.
Stop. Future careers?
Yeah, they found that attitudes to play and future careers remain unequal.
Future careers.
So attitudes to play with Legos and the future career in STEM, which is what they're going off of, remains unequal and restrictive.
How is Lego in and of itself not STEM?
It is.
It's math. It's
Science.
Yeah. Hell, it's engineering, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Like, insert engineering level here. Like, what the act? I can't. I seriously can't. I can't do this anymore.
For anybody out there, so apparently iHeart is having some issues.
Yeah.
That
Ron's working on it.
Yeah, he's working on it. He's taking care of it.
This is, but when you're playing with a toy, do you ever, as a kid playing with a certain toy, go, oh well, I won't be able to be whatever. This toy doesn't, talk to me about being
Tell me your name.
STEM or anything like that. It's not fair.
Beef in the SAV. I am now gender questioning. Is it Lord Helmet or Lady Helmet? Why must the stereotype or Spaceballs?
It's just, this is insane. I'm serious. Like, what is the point of this?
Thanks, Slug. Other uses for Legos. The crush-proof shell.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
potentially.
For snails or slugs to go into. Yeah, I
Yep.
can see that. I can see it. Attitudes of play and future careers remain unequal and restrictive. Yeah.
Yeah.
So kids playing with the Harry Potter series
Yeah,
is finding that the careers
in magic.
are
Magic aptitude. That's
unequal and
no. That's completely equal because
Is it?
nobody gets it.
oh good.
Yeah, it's completely
Okay.
Yeah. You have no
Weird.
Yeah, no job in magic.
Oh good.
Real magic.
But you can get there's only one girl in there, so they're gonna raise every.
Well, they've got a
holy hell.
bunch of girls, just one main girl character.
But in Lego, you're not gonna get all of them. You're only gonna get one.
you can make more.
That's what I
Just
thought.
change the head.
That's what I thought.
Right.
We used to draw on them.
I know, right? You just
When
this
the
one
face-
doesn't have a beard.
Well, not just that. Like when the face would rub off. After a while, you just dot, whoop, and you're done.
You're good. It's back to normal.
It's back. It didn't matter. This is insanity.
Or you could just keep it off and be no face.
Every Lego's nightmare.
No face.
Anyway,
It's like
so my head hasn't completely exploded yet. So do
All
you
right,
have
so apparently,
anything else?
From The Guardian, here it is. Researchers found that while girls were becoming more confident and keen to engage in wide range of activities, the same was not true of boys.
What?
71% of boys surveyed found that they would be made fun of if they played with what was described as girls' toys, a fear shared by their parents. Parents are more worried that their sons will be teased than their daughters for playing with toys associated with another gender. This came from Madeline DeNono.
That's
the chief executive of the Gina Davis Institute of Gender in Media, who conducted the research. Quote, but.
Yeah, she's a butt.
It's also that behaviors associated with men are valued more highly in society.
It's not true.
Until society recognizes that behavior and activities typically associated with women are as valuable or important, parents and children will be tentative to embrace them.
God, you're so...
Can I ask I got
I've got a few myself.
You go ahead then.
No, my biggest thing is, how are you going to sit there and say that, until society has recognized behaviors and activities typically associated with women are valuable and important? Name one of them that isn't. I distinctly recall the fact that a woman could sit here, regardless of any input of any man whatsoever,
Yep.
and can slaughter an unborn child. And the guy has no say in it. Oh, but let's just say, too, that if she does want to keep said child and the dad doesn't, she can also force him to have, pay for the child.
Yeah, that's
So tell me how the woman has no power or pull in anything.
No.
How to recognize any behaviors and activities associated with a woman. Those are all associated right now.
Let me ask you a question. Serious question. Ladies.
Jesus.
Ladies out there. Serious question. Have you ever been looked at from society as literally only good if you can work? Huh? At all. Only worthwhile if you can provide. Yes or no? Now, for some of you, it's going to be a yes, and that's great. But for most ladies out there,
All the single ladies,
and actually most of the married ladies,
yeah.
your value in society has nothing to do with what you produce. Nothing. Or how much you produce.
If that's where your identity and everything is lying, then God help you.
Right. But that's the thing. Like, in society, the pressure of society, yeah, okay, valued more importantly. Sure. But with that valued more importantly, also becomes, there's an extreme amount of pressure provided to males in society.
Yeah. You're trying to fix something that isn't broke. You're trying to make an issue out of something that's not an issue.
It's a non-issue.
Just because this Dinano lady is literally butthurt, literally has a stick in her ass.
Yep.
About whatever she's got a stick in her ass about. And it sounds like there's a multitude of different things.
Uh-huh.
It's not fair that normal people, everybody else around her, don't give a flying fig, don't pay attention to that kind of stuff, and are not that sensitive. So she has to then therefore force everyone to be sensitive to it. Period.
Right. Yeah.
And okay.
Yeah. The study found that parents still encouraged sons to do sports and STEM activities while daughters were offered dance and dressing up. Or baking.
Offered? No, stop. Offered? I'm going to throw this out there. The girlfriend has 2 little girls.
Yes.
All they do, cartwheels,
Uh-huh.
spinning around,
Yep.
dancing, and that's what they do.
Yep. Naturally.
Do you know what they were encouraged to do?
What would they encourage to do?
Gymnastics.
Well, yeah. That's considered dance.
I got
technically.
that, but still,
They were encouraged to do that because their physical activity shows that that's what they would want to do.
yeah. Do you know what would happen if a boy was doing the same thing?
Gymnastics.
Gymnastics. It's really weird how that works out.
Yeah. Actually, mine climbs everywhere. You know what I want to throw him into if I had the money?
Take him to the Y.
Yeah. I would do like, I would throw him into 1, gymnastics. 2, probably parkour, actually. If they had a place around here that did the parkour stuff.
I think there is in Raleigh somewhere.
Oh, that'd be really cool. Because I'd love to take him there. I'd love to take all of my kids there. It's just most of them won't do that stuff.
Yeah, that's the thing.
They just won't.
You center things around what a kid does and what they like.
Yeah. Like, okay.
And also their age does make a difference.
In point, dressing up.
What's wrong with dressing up?
There's nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. Okay, so there's a Squirtle outfit in my house.
Yeah, we've had this conversation before.
There's a Squirtle outfit. It has a tutu. Do I care that my son is running around in a giant Squirtle outfit saying, "I'm a Squirtle"? No.
Because it has a tutu on it.
I don't care.
You don't.
He's a Squirtle. Does it matter?
Squirtle.
How many people put their animals in tutus when it's a boy?
I don't know, nor do I care.
How many crazy white women put their animals in tutus no matter what the gender?
It's so
A
stupid.
lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It's a
It's
lot.
all of them.
Insert it all here.
Crazy white women, all of.
All. Tons and tons and
All
tons.
crazy white women do this.
Yeah, they do.
So, given that, it's an outfit of a Squirtle. Squirtle is technically a Pokemon, which is a pet. Okay, I don't care what it wears.
Yeah, I mean, there's a
I
difference.
wouldn't care what it wore. What my son ran out here in anyway.
Yeah. Now, the only time I ever pay attention to
Well,
like,
I would.
but
There are limits.
there are limits, and that's what I'm saying. But like, I don't even care. Like, when you leave this house, like that's when I worry. That's when I'm gonna be.
That's the case. Let's kind of calm down here.
Let's pay attention to that, just shall we?
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm looking at. Is you know what are you looking like? How is this getting? You know,
Heck, my oldest is into emo, all the emo stuff, and like wants to wear the fish nettings and the
all
stuff.
the emo
and
kids,
all the emo kids. Yeah. All I ask and require is that you have everything else covered. That's all I ask. Just have a t-shirt and pants. I don't know. That's it.
Yeah.
Sure, you can wear the fishnets all up and down your arms and everything else. Just have a shirt over top of it, please.
There you go.
Or underneath. That's fine too. I don't care. I'm easy to please.
This is dumb. This is insanity.
It's stupid,
We're
right?
trying to make a big deal out of nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And we're getting to a point. It's just we're not going to have anything anymore.
Anyway, going back to Lego, they say, we encourage girls to play with boy stuff, but we don't, but not the other way around. Adding that, so if girls aren't playing with Legos
You know
or
what?
other construction toys, they aren't developing the spatial skills that will help them later in life. If dolls,
Whoa.
if dolls are being pushed on girls but not boys, then boys are missing on that nurturing skill.
No, having dolls does not teach you nurturing.
No, it doesn't. That's actually a natural habit.
Yeah, that's something that they learn from, say, their mother.
Yeah, most of the time.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go back before about the recognition of women and again,
Spatial,
the whole having
the whole
power and all
spatial,
that
yeah,
jazz.
yep.
She just said it.
Uh-huh.
Girls are pushed to do have the ability to do everything, quote unquote, boy and girl stuff.
Yeah.
How does that not give them more power?
It
How does
gives
that
them
not give
yeah.
them more opportunities? How does that not make them better?
That's the thing. Like, girls in society, in a lot of ways, females are allowed to do everything.
Yes.
Everything. And I'm not saying my boy isn't allowed to basically do all of it. He is. I have 3 older daughters, and the youngest is a boy. Guess the plethora of toys.
They're all girl toys.
It's mostly girl toys. You know what he wanted as soon as he could tell us what he wanted? Cars.
Yep. My niece turns 2.
Cars.
My niece turns 2 on Halloween
Yeah.
because this is what she likes. Trucks,
Trucks.
excavators,
Done. Yeah.
big stuff. Like
Uh-huh.
that's what she likes.
Yeah, we were over at the house. Remember, the
Yep.
boy came up. He was like, "Look, it's an excavator."
Yep.
I was like, "All right, well, great job on the word, bud."
Yeah. Hooray. But that's where we're at. Like, what does it matter? Does it actually matter? There should be, and there are certain things that are and should be limited and specific only to male and female. There should. And you can sit here all you want to and say, well, we have to be able to allow everything. No, I'm sorry. My sons are not going to walk out in public, especially my older one, even in the house at this point, because he's older, he knows better now.
Yeah.
To walk out and be in a dress and act all this. No. That's not how this works. As a child, the point of growing up is, you were a child.
Right.
You did childish things, and as you grew up, you stopped doing childish things.
Yeah. I once was a child, and when I was a child, I did childish things.
I literally just said that.
I put away
I
my
literally
childish
just
things.
said that.
That's the thing. That's the quote.
I just said that.
It's the good quote.
Oh, God.
I'm saying it's a good quote.
I know it is. You could have just said it's a good quote.
No.
Anyway, the point is, this has got to be best, like to no end. You're trying to make a problem.
Yeah.
That isn't a problem.
Yes. You're trying to create more problems and then a solution for that problem.
I hate, you know what? Well, I'm hoping to, and this sounds horrible. I'm ready. America needs a disaster. America needs
An actual one or another COVID?
No, a real disaster.
Something to bring everybody back together again?
No. I mean,
No?
well, that'll do that too. But no, I'm thinking more along the lines of something that will kind of reset everything. Because here's the problem with this: we're as just the way you just worded it, we are creating a problem simply so we can fix said created problem.
Yes, because that's the only way marketing works nowadays.
We're bored.
Yep.
America has nothing to bother it. I mean, there's a lot that we're doing to ourselves.
Well, there's a lot of stuff.
There's a lot that we're doing to ourselves that we're not paying attention to, like, the debt and all this stuff.
Yeah,
but we're not going to that right
bad.
now. But I'm just saying in general. In general, America has nothing to worry about currently. We have got it made in the shade. Aside from this BS with COVID, and this is just another example of here is something that has started to make a problem just so they can fix a problem.
Yes,
Because we have nothing else better to do with our time. Idle hands are the devil's plaything, and this is the example of it.
Yeah. Speaking of the COVID thing and the whole problematic with that. So, the jobless numbers have been, pretty bad. Pretty bad. So last month, or probably, 2 months ago, okay? 2 months ago, they predicted by the end of 2 months ago that there would be an additional 750,000 jobs hired.
Yeah.
Do you know what the number was that actually got hired?
How many? Like 4?
No, it was about 200,000
Ugh.
nationally.
Well,
Last month, they dropped it down. They said, well, it's got to go back up this month. So we're 500,000 jobs.
not even 100,000.
It was just over. It was like 120,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, 120,000. We have 10 million jobs currently available in the United States. 10 million.
And growing.
And growing.
Because people are quitting or
Or
having
getting
to be laid off
fired.
because of the whole vaccination
COVID vaccine.
thing.
Yeah. So we have more jobs and we have people that are unemployed.
Yep.
And yet we still have people that are willingly staying away because they're getting paid well enough to do so.
Or because they can't get into a good job because
COVID.
they have to get vaccinated
And they're not going
to do it.
Right. I had to basically turn down a position recently because of that.
I did too.
It's like, I'm sorry,
Can't do it.
we require COVID shots. Okay, well, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out. Can't do it.
And they're going to squeeze it. We got 3 years of this, guys. There's another 3 years left of this. I promise you, I'm foresee by the end of those 3 years, we'll probably, like Steve and I will probably be unemployed by then. I have a funny feeling.
We're working.
I mean, we're working on
making
other
sure
stuff,
that This
but-
is going to take care of us, but still.
Well, but or have something else waiting
Yeah,
in the
right.
wind. But as of right now, I have a funny feeling that we're gonna get laid
be-
off. We're gonna have to be doing something on our own to survive
yeah.
because we're not gonna be able to go or do or have anything.
Right.
And I'm just
Or we're going to have to get fake documents.
I'm not even gonna go that route.
No.
I'm not.
I mean, I'm not either. I'm just saying that's.
No, I know, but that would be
option.
the other option.
Yeah.
But I'm not. They can go fornicate with themselves with
Right.
a giant rubber mallet.
And speaking of, dang it, Chris over there, I encourage girls to play with boys' stuff too. This is the continuance of our species.
There's nothing wrong. Like There's nothing wrong with a boy learning to be sensitive. There's nothing wrong with a boy learning to be, nurturing and kind and everything else.
All
there
great
isn't
things. Yeah.
whatever quote-unquote attributes they're trying to impose on these kids, on these girls. Just like it's not wrong to impose the opposite on the girls from boys.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you have to teach them how to be who they are and who they want to be.
Right.
And they're not doing that.
No, there's nowhere.
There's this giant gray blob of homunculi that they're hoping will become whatever they want them to be whenever they want them to be it.
Anything we can be.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what it is.
The one thing is still solid and guaranteed is American Pride Roasters coffee. Go to AmericanPrideRoasters.com for historically great coffee. It's guaranteed to make you swallow every single time you put it into your mouth. The world is shit.
But the coffee
is not. Go to AmericanPrideRoasters.com. That is AmericanPrideRoasters.com.
Also go to Mojo50.com. That's where you can find all the Mojo 50 radio hosts and everything else on the iHeart Radio app as well, or the Mojo 50 radio button.
Yep. Follow us on all the social medias at DOAE Show. Get your tweets and comments in. We'll get them back. Read them. We got it on the other side. We'll be right back.
Coffee's a liquid, by the way. It's not solid.
What did I say?
The coffee's solid.
Well, no, it is. It's a solid cup of coffee.
I'm messing with you.
Well, if it's a liquid solid, then wouldn't that make it a gas?
Well, no, technically it's a solid that we turn liquid.
No, I got that. But I'm saying if you say something is a liquid solid or a solid liquid, then wouldn't that technically then be a gas?
No, because that's even less of a liquid. Or that's even more liquidated. Because the breaking up of solids to make it a liquid is actually breaking apart the particles over time. See, when it goes solid, it solidifies into one. It condenses and solidifies. Liquidity separates it slowly. And the more it separates, the more it turns into a gas. But gas is still a liquid, technically.
Yeah, I don't really care. I just wanted to keep talking while I poured coffee.
I know. That's why I kept going. I messed up. I forget which kid it was, but I messed up some kid the other day. I forget which kid it was. It was some.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Probably mine.
No, maybe. I don't know, but it was talking about. We were talking about air being water, or air being liquid. Like, no, it's a liquid. Air is a liquid. No, it's a gas. Uh-huh. And what's a gas?
It's a lighter liquid.
It's a lighter liquid.
Floating liquid.
That's all it is.
That's what humidity is.
It's a liquid that's been lightened to the point to where it's lighter than air. It's still a liquid.
Still liquid.
You're breathing in liquid as you go. That's liquid.
The liquidities.
Mm-hmm.
Lord have mercy. It's very hard to maintain hope when you keep bringing this crap.
I know. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's like
We got more. We got so much more. So much more.
But wait, there's more.
Phil Swift here. That guy was on some cocaine's.
Just a tad.
That's why I said he was.
From the cocaines.
From the cocaine's.
It got him.
Uh-huh. Bit too much cocaine's. She's all right. She's all right. She's all right. Cocaine.
Rogaine. You got hair on your back, but you're bald as Disco Jack.
Rogaine.
I almost took that into the A-Team theme song. Giddy up, pump a mow mow.
Mm-hmm. We actually spent an entire segment on just those two stories.
I know. Because it hurt.
It did. Love hurts. It's painful.
I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I get up when I'm bleeding, really bleeding. I'll never back down.
This is the collision of common sense and comedy. This is Defenders Live.
Thought I was 6 feet under.
Oh, good Lord, have mercy.
If you don't listen to the breaks, sorry.
Yeah, there's...
People with the Snarky Jackal, I saw it a bone in half.
Again, you have to listen at the break. During
That's
the breaks to
it.
know what the hell we're laughing at.
Unless you can guess. You could probably guess from that one. It's a pretty well-known portion.
Yeah, it's not difficult, really.
Just saying.
Makes a lot of sense as far as I'm concerned.
Mm-hmm. Dingy Chris over there. This used to be my playground. Yeah.
I can't anymore.
Yeah.
I can't.
I get it. I get it, man. I get it.
And you know what's bad is I was thinking about it today. I was worried when Trump. Well, not when Trump. I was worried when Obama was in office.
Yeah.
I really was.
He was nowhere as bad.
No.
We're only, oh gosh, January. We're
not even a year in.
We're 10 months in almost. We're 9 months in. We're nine and a quarter months.
This has been the longest 4 years.
Oh, already. It has already been 5.5 years in this 10 months.
This is insane.
Why?
Why not?
Anyway,
Apparently.
so there's a concerned father of an autistic boy.
Okay.
He's claiming that a gender-affirming therapist has now convinced his child to identify as a transgendered lesbian with the encouragement from the child's mother.
He's a boy.
Yep.
So wouldn't that by default make him a lesbian anyway?
I mean, trapped
already
in a
into
man.
girls?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It's a lesbian
Into
trapped
girls,
in a man's
yeah.
body. Yeah,
Mhm.
so that's normal. So why do you have
Why
to...
do you got to keep going?
Why do you have to change the outside then?
I don't know. The father, Brenton Netz.
What?
The father, Brenton Netz.
Oh, there you go, because that's not how I heard it.
I'm sorry.
Detailed. I heard Brendan's nuts. That's what I heard.
Close. Detailed the family's troubling situation in the Family Research Council, the Pray Vote Stand Summit in Leesburg, Virginia, last week. That was according to the Christian Post. During the summit, Netz recounted the first time he happened upon some notes from his son Miles' therapy session with the gender therapist Troy Weber Brown of St. Cloud, Minnesota.
He's a serial killer.
Yeah.
You don't ever have the
Three names.
I mean, I don't care if that's a hyphenated last name.
It's
You
still
don't ever
three
do
names.
that.
It's not. You don't do that.
It's
Stop doing that, parents.
It's so bad.
At least make sure that your last name is a last name. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would.
Right.
It makes sense.
To the father's shock and horror,
Shocking horror.
the notes asserted that Miles reports her sexual orientation as lesbian, and she reports her gender as transgendered female.
How old is this kid?
Hold on. Netz and his ex-wife share joint custody of Miles, now 11,
Okay.
who, according to his father, was diagnosed with autism at the age of 4 with, quote, an obsessive personality and other real behavioral issues.
Okay.
So, obsessive personality. So, there's a lot that goes on with that. One of the things, I don't know how I got on it, but I got on the autism obsessive compulsive.
Because technically everyone is on the
Spectrum,
quote unquote
yeah.
spectrum
Nowadays, yeah.
That's why it's a spectrum. I've had this conversation with the
I got on
girlfriend
the
before.
I got on the Spectrum TikTok basically.
Well, no,
And,
that's
now,
different.
Now I'm there.
I was gonna, yeah, you're never gonna get out of there.
I know, right?
I told the girlfriend, I was like, that's why it's a spectrum. It's a spectrum because it's a blend. It blends in from one thing to another. It can be fluid. They do that so then anybody that they want to fall in under it falls in under it.
Right.
Now, again, I'm not saying that there
This
aren't.
kid probably has autism.
We don't know at this point because everything has been so muddied.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We
Yeah.
don't know for sure. That used to be a point where, there were kids were mentally handicapped or they were what? Like that's what it was.
Yeah, now it's the spectrum.
Now it's a spectrum. It could be
ADHD,
anything.
obsessive compulsive disorder, autism, they're all kind of in the realm.
It's all one thing. And like I said, I'm not saying that there may not be children out there who suffer from an actual problem. I believe that there is.
Yes. And I believe this kid might have a problem.
Well, now he does.
Obviously.
If he didn't before, he does now.
Exactly. Yeah. According to the previous reporting, Nets claimed that the ex-wife had been talking to their child to see a gender therapist without his consent, and that the clinic was nearing a decision to refer the boy for puberty blocker drugs when he heard of the situation.
Didn't we read a similar thing like this
This
last
is
year?
yeah. This is now an update to it, and all the rest of it. I guess
No, I think this is a different one.
maybe
This
it might
is a
be. It
different
might be
one.
something similar. It might be.
It was
whatever.
a similar one.
Similar
but-
thing, yeah. At the summit, Nets reportedly described his son as a vulnerable child and condemned Weber Brown for referring the autistic son as a girl named Miley, using she, her, and them pronouns.
It's so dumb. I can't.
Stating that Weber Brown's intended goal is basically to reparent them, meaning the child.
Well, of course, I got that.
Mm-hmm. He said, in my case, Weber Brown set himself up as a surrogate father to my son. He meticulously manipulated my son into thinking that he was not only a transgendered girl and a lesbian, but they were also having structured discussions about irreversible hormone and surgical options.
Jesus.
How is this not child abuse? Like, honestly, how is this not child abuse where this woman decided that she was going to do this to her kid and found a therapist that would take him in and screw the kid up even worse?
Let's also look at it again from the angle of the mother can go in there and can do whatever she wants to, and the dad has no say.
That's another thing. Well, they live in different states.
Doesn't matter. Again, the argument is the argument and complaint I constantly hear is oh, women are not treated the same. They don't get
The women have
You're right.
more rights.
Women do not get treated the same. They have it way better off than a lot of men than most people do. Period.
Legally.
In every facet of every way. Again, a woman can sit and decide whether or not to have a child.
Yep. Or to kill it.
Or to kill it. Dad has no say in that.
Nope.
Dad has no say whether or not he has to pay for it or not.
Mm-hmm.
That I just.
Or in cases like this, dad has no say in whether this kid goes to a gender therapist for his autism.
Because that's what makes sense, right?
Right.
Makes total sense,
Yeah.
doesn't it? I mean, oof.
Yeah.
Total sense.
Anyway, he's bringing it up because he wants to raise awareness for it because one, it's affecting him and his family and his son's future.
I
and
can
also
imagine.
It's affecting more people overall. So he just wants to be out there. Just want to make sure. Another update. More than $100 million worth of construction materials are rusting, going to waste, and slowly destroying themselves and decaying in Texas.
No.
After President Joe Biden canceled the remaining federal contracts to build a wall on the southern border.
Wow. Color me shocked.
I know, right? Fox News reports said Monday, there is enough steel to construct more than 100 miles of border wall.
Jeez.
But only 14 miles were built
That's insane.
before it was stopped by Biden. Yeah. They captured footage of an estimated 10,000 steel panels intended for the wall to have gone unused since January. Each panel is worth $5,000, and they're just sitting there in Texas, rusting,
That's the worst part. They're not even like, they don't even have it protected somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's not even just kind of sitting, in a shed or something somewhere. No, it's being trashed. It's being thrown away and just left out.
Being destroyed
to be
by
destroyed.
nature.
Yeah.
Yeah. Upwards of $50 million just sitting there, going to absolute waste. Keep in mind the taxpayers have already paid for this. It's bought and paid for, and nobody's using it.
Well, we already bought. Well, there was. How much did you say it was? 50?
There's a total of $100 million.
$100 million worth of stuff sitting out there. We lost what? 84 billion in weapons and stuff.
Yeah, something
to
like
oversee.
that. Mm-hmm.
It's
a drop in the bucket. $100 million is nothing to $84 billion to a $5 trillion budget deal that does not absolutely nothing for the world or the economy or our lives, but kills us slowly. Fox News video shows an incomplete border, the wall of La Jolla, Texas, where they were reporting on it, about that half-mile border. Mm-hmm.
Good.
Basically, it's useless. It's just a wall for a half a mile.
Of course it is.
Yep, that's it. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security announced on Friday that the border wall construction in Laredo and Rio Grande sectors of Texas would be canceled. The terminations of these federal contracts is in accordance to the Biden order to return the funds President Trump diverted to other federal agencies to build the wall back to agencies from which they came. So whatever money that he took away, which, by the way, has already been spent, so it necessarily can't be taken and put back. It's already spent.
Yeah, you already bought the materials. It's there.
They diverted about $10 billion to build this stuff from the military.
Isn't that great?
Yeah. And so that $10 billion is supposedly going back to the military, but it's not, because it's already gone. It's gone. The DHS said that in a statement, the Custody and Border Protection will now begin, quote, environmental planning and actions consistent with national environmental policy acts for previously planned border barrier system projects located in the Rio Grande Valley, Laredo, and El Centro sectors.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Just a complete waste. I love that we're wasting money. This is fantastic, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. They could just build the freaking wall up, but no.
Well, hell, they could have done anything. Aren't they always complaining about how we have to reinforce our infrastructure? Well,
there's a project right there.
There's the equipment and material right there. I mean, you're either way, it's being wasted.
Could you at least take the steel and melt it back down and do something with it? Like something. Don't just let it go rust out and be destroyed.
Because it's bad enough that it was spent to be used, for.
I think we need to take a trip down to Laredo.
I'm down.
Get a big old semi.
Might need to. I'm at a point where it's just ridiculous.
With a forklift. It's
bad enough that, again, the money's been spent and you're not producing what was promised. That's bad enough.
Yep.
But the fact of the matter is that you've actually taken another step and have gotten all the materials to do so.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of, again,
paid for,
allocating it somewhere else on some other BS project that you complain about and say has to be done,
right?
You're letting it literally waste away. That's incredible to me. I seriously cannot wrap my brain around that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I can't.
It's funny.
No, it's not funny. It's painful. This is the longest year. I used to sit and complain about how, just how long everything is going, and how time is speeding up so fast, and blah blah blah. Oh my God, this year has hit the brakes hard. This is the longest year of my life ever.
Yeah, I can see that.
And it's not because I'm turning 40 either.
No, that's nothing to do with that.
This is painful.
And now for something completely different.
Completely different.
Yeah.
Authorities detain a man with a vintage camera after fellow passenger reported the item as suspicious. Spokesman for Port Authority in New York and New Jersey tells the New York Daily News. This is so stupid. The incident took place on Saturday afternoon at LaGuardia Airport after American Airlines Flight 4817 from Indianapolis, Indiana made an emergency landing when a passenger reported a suspicious item on the plane. That was before all the flights and everything kind of went to shit.
Yeah, right.
An unnamed female passenger who was traveling with her husband and child spotted a man across the aisle who she believed to be browsing through a bomb-making instructions on the internet.
She believed.
Yeah.
Okay.
She did.
Uh-huh.
Because she's dumb. Bless your retarded little heart.
Okay. Anyway.
The female passenger believed that her suspicions were confirmed when the unnamed male passenger pulled out what she believed was an explosive device and began fiddling with it.
Because you're dumb.
You're such a dumb idiot.
Continue.
Yeah, this is getting better. It turned out the male passenger was browsing the web on information on vintage cameras, and the quote-unquote bomb turned out to be an antique camera of his very own.
So what she thought was a bomb was probably film?
Probably.
And he was fiddling with inserting the film into the camera?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or something along those lines.
Probably something like
It
that.
just doesn't make sense.
He was... You remember those?
I do. Actually, I was thinking of...
So good.
It reminds me of the everything reminds me of The Office. The Office where they were getting ready to go out and do something, and the receptionist took a picture with a disposable camera. As soon as she took the picture, she threw it away. Because she sat there and said, she goes, these are great ideas, but, I can never keep, you never get to see what your picture turned out to be. So I would recommend on important events you use a real camera, not a disposable one. I don't know why that made me think of that.
That's so great.
Isn't it, though?
That's awesome.
It's funny as hell.
Yep.
Airline chatter was captured by liveatc.net, and according to a report from the New York Times, in which one of the pilots can be heard saying, quote, "We have a situation where a suspicious person, has an item that looks like an explosive device," end quote.
Could nobody go and check?
Well, yeah, I was going to say, is there no way that
Stewardess?
Stewart?
Start?
Quote, "We are planning to take off the runway and then we will plan to evacuate."
Yeah.
Or planning to turn off of the runway.
Turn off the runway and then evacuate. Got it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, the pilot later says the flight crew aren't sure what the person has, but notes that, quote, "everyone else is scared on this aircraft."
That's because of some paranoid Karen.
Who doesn't know anything about anything. So, there you go. Authorities also confiscated the video footage. Pilots made the emergency landing at Queens Airport, where the authorities took the male passenger into custody, where they searched and questioned him over the woman's accusations.
Mm-hmm.
Video footage of the incident showed emergency responders surrounding the male passenger as he was detained on the tarmac.
Right.
Authorities also confiscated and searched the male traveler's bags.
Mm-hmm.
Inside, police found vintage cameras and a skateboard.
All right. Read his name.
Fawad Koji, a passenger on the plane, told the Times that the pandemonium broke out during the flight. Quote, "People were panicking and getting shoved to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
The slide opened and I jumped out. People were sliding and rolling down to the floor. It was crazy.
Crazy.
It was crazy." The male passenger is not being charged in the incident.
I'd be suing.
I would be too.
Honestly,
Quick, fast,
in today's society,
and in an effing hurry, man.
I'd be suing that lady first off.
I would own American Airlines.
Oh, no, probably not.
No, I would.
You would?
I absolutely would.
All right.
Because the fact that and you can't sit here and go, "Well, we had to make sure we had to be safe," and blah, blah, bull. There's no way you can tell me that you could look at this and not know it's a freaking camera.
Toby over there.
You asshat.
Toby on the Twitters. I truly thought the airplane story was going to end with, and the man was looking at air fryer recipes. That would be even better.
That would have been funny.
Apparently, he was looking up how to operate his camera,
Yeah.
his old-timey camera.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, at what
How does that look like a bomb, Karen?
well, even if it could, let's just for a second,
All right.
say you don't recognize it.
Sure.
Okay.
How did he get it in?
Well, that's just what I'm saying. Obviously, you got it past security for starters. Two, couldn't you have said, no, this is a camera. Look. Click. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's going to start a bomb!
We're all going to die.
See, what I think happened is this lady started spreading trash rumors around.
No.
And didn't confront the guy, didn't say anything about it, just, oh my God, he's got a bomb. He's got a bomb. He's got a bomb. And
Jeffrey.
He's got a bomb.
He's got a bomb.
Oh my God, we're all gonna die. And then everybody around her freaked out, and the word got up to the host and all the rest of it, and then it got to the
No. This is insane.
Literally just a stupid woman being stupid. She's paranoid. She probably needs a Xanax.
Yeah. Yep.
Karen hasn't had her happy pills.
It's God bless us all. We're screwed.
Yeah. Speaking of screwed, a new study finds that simple over-the-counter aspirin may also protect COVID-19 patients from extreme risk.
Now, you know what? Hold on.
Including needing the ventilator.
Now, you need to stop talking like that. Because what's going to happen is, aside from the fact there's going to be a run on aspirin, they're going to turn around and you're never going to be able to buy aspirin over the counter again.
I know it's not going to be over the counter
It's
anymore.
done.
You're not going to be able to buy it.
It'll be prescription only. And then everybody, no, I'm telling you.
No, new research from George Washington University has determined that treating COVID-19 patients with aspirin reduced the risk of severe illness nearly by half, basically the same amount that you would by getting the shot.
Weird.
The report noted that the aspirin regimen in more than 400 COVID patients in hospitals across the United States cut the need for ventilation by 44%, slashed ICU admissions by 43%, and reduced overall in-hospital mortality rates by 47%.
Huh. Isn't that weird?
And that's of the people that need it.
Oh, good.
So just remember, 44% of 0.1%. 43% of 0.1%.
Yeah.
47% of 0.1%.
Of a tenth.
Right. Dr. Jonathan Chow, one of the study's researchers, said that as we learned about the connection between blood clots and COVID-19, we knew that aspirin used to prevent strokes and heart attacks could also be important for the COVID-19 patients. Our research found an association between low-dose aspirin and decreased severity of the COVID-19 and death.
Wow. Say it isn't so.
Yeah.
Isn't that great? Like I said, now we're going to have a run on aspirin.
Low dose.
We're not going to be
Just
able to...
the low dose regimen.
Yeah, we're not going to be able to use it. We're
Right.
not going to be able to find it. It's not going to be bought.
Not going to be able to get it anywhere.
It's going to be gone.
Go get your children's aspirin because that's the low dose kind.
It just doesn't...
Go get your Bayer low dose.
I don't know how this is going to actually fly either.
I don't either. And the funny thing is, we're probably going to get blocked on YouTube for this.
Oh, I know we will.
Or Facebook. Probably Facebook too.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I
Doesn't
don't
matter.
care.
I'm kind of getting tired of Facebook. I want to kind of cut it off for most part.
Well, I would like to too, but until we can get like our own personal streaming thing on our own website, this is all we have.
Well, I mean, we need to get streaming on Rumble and all that.
No, I agree to that.
So.
We need to get on Rumble.
Actually, on Rumble.
We are on there. We need
to get like live on Rumble.
We
So
need-
I need to get the access info for that.
I already have that.
You do?
It's easy.
Okay.
Yeah, check it out,
Well, then I can cut one of the feeds and pull it over.
Oh, we can run live that?
Probably. They should be able to. We're supposed to be able to.
All right, then we'll find out how to do that on after the show.
Okay, we'll figure
Because
that out.
I got all that.
Yeah, we should be able to go.
Anyway.
on that. Anyway, this isn't the only study professing the possible benefits of aspirin for COVID patients. Earlier in October, Medical Express reported that the research from the University of Minnesota, and Basel
Basel.
University in Switzerland came with the same conclusions.
They did.
Yeah, both of them. patients on blood thinners before getting COVID were admitted less often into the hospitals despite being older or having more chronic medical conditions than their peers.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
So if you have the COVIDs, take some aspirin.
You'll be fine.
Apparently it works. What are you going to do?
Not a damn thing. I'm going to sit back and sit on just 5 more.
Adam W. Johnson.
When I did airport security in the late 80s, we had to make you take a picture with your camera and open the backup.
Yeah. It's just so stupid. How they couldn't tell is beyond me.
It's funny, Adam, right? It's aspirin's an NSAID, so it thins the blood, reduces fever, reduces inflammation. Yeah, it's funny how that works, right? It's all the things. It does all the things. Look at that. I didn't even see that.
No, it's just him saying it.
Oh, okay. Lovely.
Needs to be toilet paper,
Aspirin,
and canned food. Truckers don't get their junk together, too. We're all SOL.
That's true.
Pfizer is now testing a low dose of aspirin-like pill that is effective but costs $16 a pill. Government pre-bought $17 billion worth, real or not real.
It's bad that actually looks like a real story. So
I know.
I'm not going to guess on that one. I can't.
We had it coming.
We had it coming.
I just shocked, I say.
I'm not.
The only thing worse than a Karen is a dumb Karen.
They're all dumb Karens.
Facts.
This is Defenders Live.
What was that tweet?
Peekapoo Snarky Jackal over on Twitter. The only thing worse than a Karen is a dumb Karen.
I have a thing to say about the Karen.
Oh, you do?
I do.
We'll say it.
All right. So Karen is intrinsically dumb. Intrinsically dumb. Okay. Hold on.
State your case.
All right.
State your case.
A Karen, soul animal, is a barbarian.
I knew it. I had a feeling this was going D&D, but I wasn't sure.
Karen's soul animal is a barbarian.
Okay.
She always wants to see her manager. She's always ready to cut your head off.
Yes, damn sure is.
She obviously doesn't know how to cut her own hair.
Well, that's true, too.
Because it's always chopped halfway on one side.
I can see that.
Yeah. Karen is a barbarian.
Okay.
And there aren't very many intelligent barbarians.
Or are you thinking, well, hold on. Is it a barbarian or like a Goliath?
No, I'm talking barbarian.
Straight barbarian.
Like straight, just barbarian.
We're not breaking off into subsects.
No, we're not doing subhuman things because technically, even though they're greater than human because they're giants, they're subhuman things because they're not quite there. No, no. She's a barbarian. That's all a Karen can be. She has no witchcraft. But she's yelling. She's furious. She goes into a rage.
Yeah.
And then she throws hands after she speaks to your manager.
After she speaks. It's always the manager, too.
Always your manager.
Give me your manager.
I'm sorry, Karen. I am the manager.
So dumb.
Yeah. So once again, Karens are always dumb. To be a Karen means you're an idiot.
Oh, well. You know what else is an idiot? Is a U.S. Navy nuclear engineer and his wife.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they've been charged with trying to sell nuclear sub-secrets to what they thought was a foreign power.
No.
Yeah. The couple was charged with espionage charges after they were accused of sharing sensitive data through peanut butter sandwiches. The peanut butter get you?
Yeah.
Jonathan Toby, 42, and his wife Diana, 45, were arrested in West Virginia on Saturday by the FBI and Naval
I knew it
Criminal
was gonna be
Investigative Service. The couple from Annapolis, Maryland, allegedly sold information known as restricted data concerning the design of nuclear sub-warships to a person they believed was a representative of a foreign power. That was according to the Justice Department.
Now, first off, just want to kind of really,
Yeah.
you are that dumb.
Yes. They are that dumb.
That dumb.
That dumb.
How'd you get into the? Never mind.
He
Navy.
is.
I got it.
He's
Navy. Never mind.
He's a
Never mind.
Okay.
I got it. That's how
That's
you got into the Navy.
The quote, the espionage
Three, two, one.
quote, the espionage investigation began in December of 2020 when an FBI official received a package sent to a foreign country that contained Navy documents. A desire to begin a, quote, covert relationship, end quote, and instructions on using, quote, encrypted communications, end quote.
Peanut butter sandwiches.
Yeah. After an undercover agent reportedly sent $10,000 in cryptocurrency to Jonathan Toby as a good faith payment,
Right.
the couple allegedly traveled to West Virginia in June.
Mountain Mama.
That Take Me Home Country Road. That's when Jonathan presented a peanut butter sandwich at a prearranged dead drop location where Diana was a supposed lookout.
Dirty Diana.
Allegedly. Inside the peanut butter sandwich was an SD card wrapped in plastic that contained restricted data, quote, related to submarine nuclear reactors.
What if somebody just ate the sandwich?
It
is West Virginia.
Some homeless bum walked by.
It's West Virginia.
Well, it would have to be in the city. After receiving the sensitive data, the undercover FBI agent sent Jonathan Toby a $20,000 cryptocurrency payment. Then the former Navy nuclear engineer sent the agent a decryption key for the SD card. Authorities claim Toby provided instructions on how to conduct future illegal endeavors. Quote, I apologize for this poor translation into your language. Please forward this letter to your military intelligence agency. I believe this information will be of great value to your nation. This is not a hoax. So I guess he feels that,
it's not a hoax.
He has to respond the same way, to counter. I guess he thinks the Norwegian prince or Nigerian prince is
This is not a hoax.
sending it to everywhere. No, he's only sending those emails to us, dude.
Yeah, only to us.
We're clear.
Just me.
Just so
me.
we're clear.
Right.
That damn dude.
Oh, hold on. Before we get there,
Sure.
Adam W. Johnson. See, I had a Karen joke for the first story, but I don't know how to tie it in now. I do. I want a superhero whose job it is to fight Karens. Hashtag arm yourselves. Oh, and is Karen chaotic neutral or chaotic evil?
Chaotic evil.
Actually, she's neutral evil?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
That's no.
Actually, she would be technically more lawful evil, and the reason why she would be lawful evil is because she has laws of her own.
No, you're right. She does uphold to that standard.
She upholds to her own standards, but it's all evil. She's lawful evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Lawful evil. I take it. Quote, a review of the SD card revealed that it contained restricted data related to submarine nuclear reactors.
Yep.
On August 28th, Jonathan Toby made another quote-unquote dead drop with an SD card in Eastern Virginia, this time concealing the card in a chewing gum package. After making a payment to Toby of $70,000 in cryptocurrency, the FBI received a decryption code for that card. It, too, contained restricted data related to submarine nuclear reactors. The FBI arrested Jonathan and Diana Toby on October 9th after he placed yet another SD card at a prearranged dead drop at a second location in the West Virginias.
That's a lot of dead drops, bud.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy just kept on feeding him money and money and money.
Oh, yeah, see how far he would go.
Yeah.
The couple has been, because you have to do it at least a couple times.
that line, buddy.
Yeah, because if he'd only done it once, they really wouldn't have had a grounds to do anything.
Well,
I mean, they would have.
Supposedly it was secret.
I know, but
You gave nuke seeks.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if the guy did it one time and walked away from it, you would.
Yeah, but he kept doing it just because he was making good money.
Well, because he was making the money
and not getting caught.
But it was also giving him giving the FBI evidence and proof of like a habit. It wasn't just a one-time thing. It wasn't just a one-off. It wasn't just something that could be blown off as, well, it could be a thing. No, it's obviously an issue. The couple has been charged under the Atomic Energy Act, and they are expected to appear in federal court in Martinsburg, West Virginia on Tuesday. So there you go.
There it is.
Modern day spies.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
By the way, the young Frankenslug over there, she sent us a thing, and it's a Karen's Cafe.
Oh, good Lord.
And then down below, it's an anime. It says Karen, the manager. And it's aura around the thing and walking up to another guy. It says Karen asking for the manager. So Karen versus Karen. Is that?
Dun, 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 dun. I don't know what
is that JoJo? Is that the JoJo Bizarre?
I don't know.
Is that what that is?
I don't know.
Is that it?
Stop asking me. I don't know.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Frankenslug. Frankenslug. And yeah, so just in case anybody didn't catch the fact, I know for a fact that barbarians have to be chaotic. But it doesn't make sense. Though that's the one piece that doesn't make sense because she's not chaotic.
No, she's not.
She's not chaotic.
Nope.
But she does go into a rage.
Adam W. Johnson, who the hell was their contact? Mumford the Magician?
No, his son. Mumford and Son.
Oddly enough, they're not even magicians. They're a moving company.
Yeah, it's the same. Same thing.
It's all the same.
It's all the same.
It's all the same.
They get rid of junk. They move your junk fast.
If you don't need it, we will take it.
That's right.
Anyway.
So, a Texas middle school teacher was reportedly caught on video removing her mask, and then getting into the face of a student and breathing on her.
Oh my God. That's just.
The teacher has now been removed from the classroom.
Yeah, I'm sure she was breathing on her. You jackass.
Yeah, in the viral video, the teacher aggressively getting into the personal space of a student, nudging her into the wall. The student responds by saying, "Get out of my face!" And teacher's all like, "Get out of my class!" And then, with her mask not worn correctly and not covering her mouth, the teacher seemed to purposefully breathe on the girl.
Now, I would
So
like to see
basically,
this.
she went, "Get out of my room."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I want to know the full extent of this. Because you can't sit here and go, well, she was breathing on her. Is it really the kind of thing? Or was she just that close in her face? Like
Probably
noses
just
touching
like,
kind of.
Yeah, touching noses.
Dun to Eskimo.
Except I'm really angry.
I am in your face.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever.
Well, whatever. Anyway, they all like,
Oh, she called me a bee.
well, did you do something to deserve being called a bee?
See, this is why I couldn't be a teacher.
Right. Because
I couldn't.
Get the fuck out.
I wouldn't last a day.
GTFO, kids.
I'd be in so much trouble.
Yeah. Anyway, so the whole point of that was she's getting in trouble, possibly like major crimes, because she breathed on a student.
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
That's just retarded.
State investigation, a whole deal. Just want to throw that out.
Because good. You know, why not?
Yeah. Right.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what's the problem with, all that? Are we doing that one now?
Yeah, might as well. I mean, sure. You wanted it, so
I just thought it was funny.
you threw it out there.
So there's nothing new under the sun, apparently.
No.
Demi Lovato is encouraging extraterrestrial enthusiasts to stop using the term aliens.
Sorry, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
To stop using the term aliens.
Okay, why?
In their new docuseries, Unidentified with Demi Lovato,
UFOs?
which is now streaming on Peacock, Lovato teams up with her older sister Dallas Lovato and the BFF Matthew Montgomery to dive into their passion of UFO phenomena and attempt to make contact with extraterrestrial life. Should they actually reach beings from another world, however, they don't want to denigrate them by calling them aliens.
I'm sorry, what?
Quote, I think we have to stop calling them aliens because aliens is a derogatory term for anything. That, according to the pop star, according to an interview with an Australian outlet, pedestrian.tv.
Yeah, so I can't. Demi Lovato is derogatory term for pop star. It's not a. We can't keep calling her that.
Well, I'm just saying.
It's actually it's belittling for all other pop stars for her name to be associated with pop star.
Yeah, I agree. After all, the singer has made clear they believe ETs come only in peace, surmising that, quote, if they were beings that could harm us, we would have been gone a long time ago.
Maybe not.
Maybe
not. Maybe they are afraid of us. Maybe they're looking at us because everything that we breathe fire. Think about it. Think about it. Everything we breathe is combustible.
No, that's true. But let's just be honest. Like, that's a bit narcissistic, don't you think?
Right. Like, they don't want to harm us.
They don't want to harm us.
How do you know?
You are so presumptive about the whole deal. You are so high on your. We as human beings have nothing to. Shut up. It is that kind of mentality that thinks you can control the weather. It's that kind of mentality that thinks that you can control people through legislation.
Yep.
You're a moron.
Yep.
Forget the fact that you're chasing aliens. I don't care on it either way, whichever way you slice it. If you think you're out there, you don't. I don't give a flying fig.
Yeah.
But you're an idiot.
Mm-hmm. She is. Very much so. By the way, Peek Bull Snugger Jack all over there. Hashtag arm yourselves at DOA show. Warning. If you get in my face, I will go Sylvester on you. And not Stallone.
You just spray it and not say it?
Right.
Gotcha.
Suffering succotash.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
know.
E.T. phone home.
E.T. don't even want to be here. It's like, screw this shit.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so, all right. Let's say that the aliens are real.
Okay.
Okay. And let's say that aliens are the thing, right? They came back in the ancient times. They're the reason why we have temples. They're the reason why we've got all the ancient structures. They're the reason why we were able to build giant pyramids, completely perfectly symmetrical with 1,000-ton boulders and all the rest of it. Okay?
Okay.
Let's say that. It's right on there. Okay. They're the reason. So wouldn't that make us also them?
What?
Wouldn't we also be them?
Be who?
Aliens. In some way, shape, or form, wouldn't we also be part of them?
Maybe. What the hell does it matter?
It doesn't matter at all. It matters not.
We've established this.
Do we live in a sci-fi film?
No.
Okay.
We as humanity have only recently started to explore and study space. And we've been doing a piss
poor job.
A very piss poor job.
Piss poor.
Okay?
Like terrible job.
We're not covering hardly anything. We can't travel very far. We definitely can't get people very far.
That giant dark spot in the sky, that must be a black hole. Or you just can't see that far, dummy.
It's possible. I mean, there's a laundry list of things that's out there. But my point is if another species comes to us, they're way more advanced than we are.
Because they came to us.
So even if let's just assume for a moment that humanity is at the godlike level that morons like Demi Lovato think.
Right.
Or Biden or anybody else thinks that we are.
them with open arms.
No. If we are even that good as we think we are,
Yeah.
or they think we are, I should say. And we can't travel
Yeah.
hardly anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, we can't travel very far at all. Period. If another species comes to our planet from outer space, I'm going to go on a limb and say that they are way better than us. Therefore, you kind of don't have room to talk.
Yeah,
Do you get what I'm saying? You can't sit here and think that you're this great thing and they're going to come in peace. How the hell do you know?
You don't know.
They have a means to go and do whatever they want to because they can
travel through space.
They can do what we can't. They're at a level above us.
Yeah, they're one
again,
step up.
if they're real. I'm not saying they're not. My brain says that the universe is ever expanding, borderline infinite.
Sure.
Okay?
Yes.
It would be rather presumptuous to assume that Earth is the only planet with life on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yes.
Now, do I actively believe there are aliens and they're trying to get here? No, you self-centered bastards. It has nothing to do with us.
Were we created? Yes.
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 Because I've had people ask, well, how does aliens or belief in aliens or anything like that, how does that line up with your Christian faith? I don't
know.
What happens inside this world is how this world is ran. This fits that. Happens outside there, it's outside there.
Here's what. Okay.
It's
so
the way
here's the thing. Hold on.
Okay.
Here's the thing, right? Anything that we don't know about is alien. Like, did you know that there's an island of just snakes?
Yes. Please, look at me. You know me. I know there's an island of just snakes.
There's an island of just snakes.
I know to not go there. That's
we
for damn
have
sure.
an island of just snakes. Snakes that are 9 snakes per square foot.
Mm-hmm.
Snakes.
Why we haven't turned that into a sheet of glass, I have no earthly idea.
Because apparently it would disrupt the ecosystem of Snake Island.
I'm not.
That is the reason. That
not going to cry about it, to be perfectly
nobody
honest
would
with
care.
you.
Just burn it. Burn it all. Anyway.
They had it coming.
You're alive, sucker. But they have snakes there that nobody's ever seen before because they don't go to Snake Island other than to throw a camera down there and let it go.
I wouldn't touch that damn camera again.
Never.
I get somebody else to do it.
I'd be flying a drone. Anyway.
Right.
So that's here on Earth. And there are animals here on Earth that we have never, ever seen.
Yep.
Never seen.
Yep.
We created the idea of animals that we've never actually physically seen in our lifetime. We've just seen the bones, or we've seen things, or we've understood that it was possible in the past, or there were pictures of it from 200 years ago or 500 years ago. And we're like, all right, well, that was there. All right, good. Cool. Mm-hmm. That's all we got. That's all we have. That's it. And we're going to talk about, okay, well, what about these? What about aliens? We can't call them aliens because that's degrading. They probably don't speak our language. What do they care?
Now, how dare you think that? Humanity is the top of the top.
Oh, right. We don't even speak our own language.
Nah. Because we can't get it straight.
Right.
Can't get our pronouns right or any freaking thing else.
Do you understand how many different variations of just English there are?
Well, I'm not even talking about that.
I'm just English. There are at least 30 variations of English.
Yeah, but I'm not even talking that. Like, we can't forget the English side of things.
Yeah.
We're heading to a point that we can't even say this is, we can't call a spade a spade. We can't say boys are boys. We can't say girls are girls. We can't say he, she. We can't say her, him, or her. We can't say him, he,
she,
her,
her,
she.
yeah.
That's what I meant to say. You can't do any of that stuff. You can't identify. You can't look and assume and project.
Right.
You can't do anything because we can't get anything straight.
Yeah.
We can't agree on what it is. We can't.
Anything.
There is no facts. Facts are fluid. Facts have to do with your personal truth.
Right.
What is true? Your truth is different from everybody else's truth.
Mm-hmm.
So how in the hell are we supposed to have any kind of? It's just, oh God.
Yeah, we can't even decide each other. We as people can't decide that it's real.
Humanity needs to be knocked down a peg. America especially. And
it's a very pretty island.
It is very pretty. No, I'm dead serious, and I don't want that to happen. God knows the pain that would be ensued out of something like that. But America especially is in need to be knocked down a peg. Because this is only going to get worse. The assuming that we know everything about everything. We don't. We don't have a clue.
Not a clue.
And instead of taking the time and trying to learn or trying to be better, we just assume that we are. And when we find moments that we aren't, instead of admitting it and owning up to it and trying to learn from it, we instead turn around and try to change everything else around it to fit us.
Right.
Because then we're right. Look at what Biden did. Oh, well, just because of the fact that you can't look at the numbers and saying, well, the vaccine mandate is working. It's not forget the people being fired. The vaccine mandate works.
They're now 100% vaccinated at that job.
All the jobs are now at 100%. Forget the fact that you've laid off 250 people out of 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
Just in that one location.
Adam W. Johnson. I've seen the documentary Stargate.
Yeah.
And if they are our ancestors, then can we really call them alien?
Again, does it matter? I would argue that and don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with having a hobby. I have the curiosity. I love space. I am a low-key physicist. The stuff I pay attention to.
Right.
But at the same time, they're way more
very low-key.
Very low-key. But there are way more important things to be talking about. There's way more important things to be stressed about as to whether or not we should call extraterrestrials aliens or not, because it might hurt their weirdo feelings and it's derogatory.
Let me ask you a question. If something is different and it's not something that you're used to, that's the term alien. That's alien.
Yes.
And it's alien to you.
Yes.
So
it's
if you're
unfamiliar.
Unfamiliar, not used to, not the average, not the typical. That is alien.
Mm-hmm. That's right. But we don't look at it like that. Again, words, even though they should matter, they don't. Because you can call it whatever you want to call it. It can be whatever it wants to be.
Right. But really, okay. All right. By the way, Snake Island, Adam W. Johnson. It's called National Bar Association Island. And young Frankenslug, no, we don't boop the snoots.
No, I don't do.
There is no hecking.
I was flipping through TikTok and seen a guy who was being nice, quote, and I use that term loosely, and rescuing a rattlesnake. A rattlesnake.
Why?
From a glue trap.
That's his own fault. There's no rescuing a rattlesnake from a glue trap. It's cut off head.
Yeah.
You're stuck. It's easier for me to cut your head off now.
Yeah. Or just leave you there.
No. I'm going to cut the head off because they're going to take forever to die.
Well, that, and I don't want them to suffer.
Yeah, exactly. You're suffering already. You're stuck in a glue trap and you slither on the ground so you can't move.
But yeah. No, he saved it. And I'm like, you're insane.
Right.
Damn that.
Nope.
Sorry, buddy boy. I've seen what you did to Eve. No, I'm kidding. I think
you and your darn poison.
Eat the apple. No, I again.
It's not an apple.
We need to go. See, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about.
I know, right?
The thing I see, I've got stuck. So you're stuck in autism TikTok.
Yeah.
Somehow or another,
ADHD and autism.
I got stuck in the. I don't know how I got there, but it's I can't call it Christian TikTok because it's not.
Sort of.
It's not. Well, this is not in the Bible. It's people trying to explain the Bible.
Yeah. Explaining the Bible without actual knowledge of the Bible. TikTok.
Yeah.
Explaining the Bible away. TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like these are not in the Bible. You know that everything. What was one of them that they were pushing was like, "This too shall pass." That's not in the Bible. No, it actually is.
It's right
For
here.
everything there is a season.
Yeah.
Time to sow, time to reap. The whole nine.
It goes through the entire process.
Forgive me for not knowing. I want to say it's Psalms, not Psalms. It's Song of Solomon or something like that. Point is, it's in there. It's just not so. Okay, it's not worded directly as.
There's also a song to everything.
I know, but what I'm saying is
There's-
because it's not saying it literally word for
Yeah.
word. They're like it's not in there.
It's the meaning of it.
God doesn't hate the sin. He hates the sin and not the sinner. Loves the sinner. That's not in the Bible. No, it absolutely does.
It's explained.
Romans 5:8 says it. But God demonstrated His love toward us while we were yet sinners. Christ died for us. That is, He loves the sinner, hates the sin.
That's right.
It's there.
He sacrificed his own son to kill the sin. Done. It's the hating of sin, not the sinner itself.
And I don't know how I got there.
I don't know.
But anyway, go to AmericanPrideRoasters.com.
American Pride Roasters.
I can tell you how to get there. AmericanPrideRoasters.com for historically great coffee. Guaranteed to make you swallow every single time you put it in your mouth.
That's right. AmericanPrideRoasters.com.
Get it now.
Right now.
Go to our website, DOAEshow.com. Follow us on all the social medias at DOAE Show. Like, share, and follow and all that fun jazz. We'll see y'all tomorrow's. Bye, y'all.
Bye.